My name's Tom. I'm an artist, painter, living here in Genk. At the moment, I'm from England originally, but I've been living here for 5 years, painting in and around like the surrounding area. I'm currently showing here at the Sea Mine. The show's called Stemflow, You and I. Stemflow is like something that happens when at the start of spring, rain aggravates the salts and the minerals on a tree, pulls all the salts and the minerals down together, and they meet at the base of the tree. And when this occurs, this forms this big bubbly kind of like sparkly foamy mess at the bottom. And I feel like that is a great metaphor for how we should be as people, or how we need to be thinking about meeting each other at the base of a tree and coming together through different avenues. This big sparkly bubbly kind of concoction summarizing us as a people feels nice. It feels better than to meet each other in war. Yeah, I paint very much about the natural environment. To make good work, it has to be honest. This is really just something that I know fully and truly, and something that I really love. I spend a lot of my time walking through nature on my hands and knees, or staring into bark to try and see what's on the other side of it. I like layering the paint in such a way that it pulls you through to the other side and pulls you deeper into the work. Making work in Genk has really opened up the practice. I find the way that the people here firstly manage the natural environment feels a lot freer and wilder. I really like to paint about these awkward push and pulls between humans and the landscape, and especially when the landscape has been given back to nature, but it still bears these very obvious visible scars from human intervention. I know about the history of landscape painters coming to this area since the 1800s and painting the swamplands there. I feel super honored to be like included in that ongoing conversation and trajectory of artists coming to this area and making work in and around it. I guess I qualify for that in some sense, but yeah, it feels really nice to just contribute to that conversation. Living here in Limburg, I really feel that when I'm walking around the forest, it's almost this state of meditation where everything becomes slow motion and the light is very spectral, and I'm looking at all the fauna types and the leaves and the flowers, and they all start to almost look like they're layers on Photoshop, and it seems like cheap and throwaway to say that I'm like tripping out, which isn't the case, but it's almost this state of being that you have to be in. The natural objects in the show are just simply there as windows to access the work, little invitations from the forest and from me to just help people get where I'm coming from.